Let's be honest, when people think of sharks, most of us immediately think of Jaws, the legendary shark movie that defined an entire generation. I'm pretty sure all of us have trauma from that giant great white jump scaring us in movies, and yep, that fear is today's content fuel. Welcome to the channel. This is a full 100% run of Maneater, base game plus DLC, brace yourselves. We're talking chaos, explosions, radioactive nightmares, and a shark upgraded so much it could probably run Cyberpunk better than your PC. Alright, let's dive in, literally. The game starts with Scaly Pete, the legendary shark hunter, a man who is basically half anger, half boat oil cologne. After he captures Mama Shark, we begin our journey as a tiny baby shark, small, cute, and ready to commit violence out of pure hunger. Yes, the game starts off like the Baby Shark song Doo Doo, except in this version, Baby Shark bites back. At this stage, we're eating catfish, groupers, and basically anything that dares to move. It's like a seafood buffet, except you are the one running the buffet. Finding food or collectibles in this game isn't really a challenge. Why? Because the game hands you advanced sonar, basically shark GPS on steroids. With this ability, you can find anything you want, unless you're that one green-haired guy who manages to get lost even on a straight path. And because of this, the logic is easy. If it moves, eat. If it doesn't move, also eat. If it looks dangerous, eat it before it eats your feelings. That first alligator is Gandalf if he woke up angry. You shall not pass. And the game is like, no, really, you're not passing. To hit 100%, you'll need to pick up every license plate, every nutrient chest, and every landmark. Yep, almost 300 collectibles, because apparently being a shark wasn't enough work. The landmarks in this game are hilariously insane. It honestly feels like the devs had a meeting titled, "How many memes can we legally hide underwater?" There are over 20 landmark Easter eggs in the game, but I'm not going to spoil all of them. You should play and discover them yourself, I promise, they're worth it. Most missions in this game are basically copy-paste. Like 90% of them tell you to go eat 10 things. Turtles, catfish, humans. You know, the usual shark diet. This gets a bit annoying because repeating the same type of mission over and over just artificially stretches your playtime without adding anything meaningful to the story. It's like, eat 10 more humans? Seriously? I'm a shark, not some office worker drowning in paperwork. The game lets you grow through different stages as you collect enough XP. When you're just a baby shark, it's like, I may be tiny, but I bite like I'm paying rent out here. When you become a teen shark, I ain't afraid of anything. Except that alligator over there. That thing is genuinely terrifying. As an adult shark, oh, you wanted a peaceful swim? That's cute. Too bad I'm grinding levels. Move. Elder Shark. At this stage, everything fears you. Alligators, scared, whales, terrified, humans running for their lives. You're basically the ocean's property tax. Nobody wants to deal with you. Mega. At Mega level, even the entire map fears you. Wherever you swim, the ecosystem swims the other way. Even the GPS wants to shut itself off because it knows you don't need directions. You are the direction. In this game, your shark can equip different evolution sets. The first one is the Bone set, which you unlock by defeating the apex predators. It's basically like, congrats! You beat a top-tier monster. Now wear its bones like you're the underwater fashion champion. The Shadow set is unlocked by collecting all the landmarks across the map. In other words, you're not just sightseeing underwater, you're collecting parts for your toxic cosplay build. Once you get enough landmarks, boom, the Shadow set drops, turning your shark into a fast, poisonous assassin. The Bioelectric set is unlocked by defeating hunter bosses. Because enough chaos, a named hunter shows up, you beat them, and you get another piece of the set. It's like the game is telling you, please keep causing trouble. Here's more electricity as a reward. And finally, the atomic set from the DLC, basically Shark Godzilla mode. You fire energy blasts, glow like a reactor, and melt everything around you, as in, congrats, you don't just eat things anymore? You light up the whole ocean like an RGB gaming PC? In Maneater, hunter bosses are special hunters that spawn through the notoriety level system, basically the shark version of GTA's Wanted Stars. Every time you cause enough chaos by eating humans, sinking boats, or wiping out hunters, your notoriety rises. Once you fill a bar, boom, a hunter boss shows up to take you down. Though realistically, they're just delivering upgrade parts directly to your mouth. The Apex fights are the highlight of each zone, big monsters. Dramatic music and you biting them while they're still screaming. But are they really Apex predators? Honestly, calling them Apex snacks feels way more accurate. The first Apex I had to face was the Apex Barracuda. It charges at you like it's auditioning for the role of fastest predator in the ocean. But in reality, it's only fast for about 3 seconds before instantly becoming a piece of high-speed fish jerky in my mouth. The next Apex is the Apex Mako, a shark so fast that if it had a TikTok account, it would be posting nothing but speedrun getting eaten clips. It charges like a bullet, spins, bites non-stop, but the problem is it forgets you're also a shark. And when two sharks collide, the one with less meat becomes the lunch. In short, the Apex Mako isn't a boss. It's fast food. The Apex Alligator is the kind of boss that makes you feel both terrified and confused. It's big, strong, aggressive, everything a proper early game boss should be. But then you look closely and realize it's wearing a bow on its back. It's like it's saying, I'm going to kill you, but fabulously. It charges at you like it's defending its fashion award, but in the end, it's not an Apex predator. It's an Apex birthday present. There are only 2 Apex predators that can actually put up a fight against me, even if just a little, the Apex Orca. And the Apex Sperm Whale. As for the Apex Orca, if I hadn't played this game, I would have still believed that the white patch on its head was its eye. I've spent my whole life living with that friendly misunderstanding. The Apex Orca charges at me like it's the superhero of the ocean, but the problem is, that huge white patch makes it look like it's wearing a fake eye. It's out here acting like, I am the apex predator. Meanwhile, its real eye is looking 2 meters to the left. Honestly, fighting the apex orca feels like fighting a glitched pet. Powerful, sure, but its face constantly says, bro, what direction am I even looking at? The apex sperm whale isn't just strong, it's also the final apex you face before heading into the DLC. It's the kind of boss where the game basically says, if you can beat this thing, alright, you're ready for the next chapter? It shows up like an upgraded version of Moby Dick, bigger, tankier, and looking at you like you're the Pequod returning for round 2. It charges, slams, screams, a full-on ultimate endurance check before the game lets you enter the radioactive madness of the DLC. If Captain Ahab played Maneater, this would absolutely be the moment he slams the table and yells, yes, that's the one. Before entering full whale hunting rage mode. Now back to Pete. The biggest turning point for him is the death of his son, Kyle. After that, Pete gets so angry that I swear, if he had hair, he would have gone Super Saiyan 3 just by screaming for 2 minutes like Goku in Dragon Ball Z. Thankfully, he's bald and not in the superhero business.
So you found me. So what?
Pete, I don't know what all this is, but you're scaring us.
What you gotta be scared about? You a shark?
Pete, I don't want to, but I think we need to get the police, maybe the Coast Guard involved?
You think I'm crazy? No, I'm the most sane man you ever seen. Look, I didn't get here easy. But when some shark take everything I got, I'll give her the same chance she gave my boy. None! Now get the off my boat Fuck you do. The f I say! Hope you got a hunger on! We serving shark etouffee tonight!
You know, he upgraded his boat until it looked like a full-on naval war machine torpedoes. Steel cages, electric coils, everything just to kill one single shark. Pete is also very different from the other bosses. He has armor, and we have to break that armor before we can actually deal direct damage to Pete. I genuinely respect how hard he tries. But the main character of this game is the shark, not the human.
Laissez le bon temps rouler.
Anyway, goodbye, Pete. Thanks for the achievement that every player has to grab, but sorry, man, the main character of this game is me, not you. Before jumping into the DLC, I made sure to collect every single leftover item. I wanted to be absolutely certain that before entering the new waters, I had fully completed 100% of every area in the base game. Clean, tidy, nothing missing, then I could proudly swim into the DLC to explore what awaits. Now we arrive at the Truth Quest DLC, where the water glows, the enemies mutate, and the story basically goes, the government? Trust? Yeah, that's a no from me. This DLC is basically, what happens if a shark accidentally breaks into Area 51? Chris Parnell returns as Trip Westhaven, the host of Truth Quest, a man dedicated to exposing everything the government desperately wants to hide. And he believes your shark is the living proof of top-secret bio-experiments, the kind of stuff that screams, if you know, you're not supposed to exist. In the DLC, you uncover something you were absolutely not supposed to find out. The government has been running Project Apex, a secret program designed to turn animals into biological weapons. You encounter mutated creatures the government carefully hid away, the kind of stuff that would break the internet if anyone ever leaked it. Throughout the journey, you discover data files, strange devices, and classified documents, all proving that illegal experiments have been going on for a long time. They've been testing everything from electropulse tech and radiation to growth hormones, injecting them into animals with zero hesitation. And the goal of Project Apex is simple: create controllable apex creatures to be used in warfare. The problem is, well, you know, they wanted monsters they could control. Instead, they ended up with a shark like you. A creature that can't be controlled and destroys everything they created? This whole situation feels exactly like the classic script from every mutant monster movie ever made, you know? With those genius scientists who are actually professional disaster generators. It's always like, we have created the strongest creature alive. 5 minutes later, wait, it escaped? Project Apex and Maneater is the same energy. The government wanted to create a super biological weapon, but the only things they successfully created were problems, property damage, and a shark with no off button. Shadow Orca is one of the coolest creatures in the DLC. Imagine a regular orca, already pretty strong, and now give it ninja darkness energy, boosted speed, and the visual effects of something that definitely wandered into the wrong radioactive lab. The Shadow Orca moves so fast it feels like it's sponsored by Red Bull. It jets past you like, sorry, can't fight right now? I'm on express delivery mode? I'm pretty sure the government in this game is actually stupid. They're always doing some nonsense creating super creatures like me or whatever that thing on the screen is. And apparently they also want to release a virus on the entire world. And when I saw that bug symbol, all I could think was, really? Bugs controlling the whole world? Is there even a movie about this kind of thing? The bone sperm whale is one of the coolest creatures tied to the bone set, and the name says it all. A sperm whale plus full skeletal armor plus powered by pure oceanic anger. It looks like a sperm whale that joined Fast and Furious, got tired of losing, then covered itself in bone armor and returned to the sea specifically to fight everything that moves. When you encounter it, it feels like facing a prehistoric naval boss, one that's way too fast and way too aggressive for its massive size. It charges at you like a swimming tank. Its bites hurt. Its tail slaps feel like getting hit by a submarine. And when it turns, the glowing bone plates basically scream. Yeah, I'm upgraded. The bone sperm whale proves one thing. Even whales can become weapons if you give them enough calcium. The government hunters show up with high-tech gear like they're about to fight Godzilla, not a shark. They roll in with armored warships, electric weapon assault boats, and even helicopters circling around like they're filming a $200 million action movie. Meanwhile, I'm just there like, guys, I'm literally just swimming. Did you really need to bring the entire Navy? Bro, this is a shark, not a Pacific Rim Kaiju. You don't need to deploy a whole squad of Jaegers just to deal with me. In this DLC, Barbara Taranova, the level 5 government operative, the strongest hunter they've got, shows up with battleships, armored tech, helicopters, basically equipped like she's hunting Godzilla, and I shredded her in under 10 seconds. For real, she didn't even finish saying freeze before I turned into a shark-shaped blender. Another fun challenge in Maneater is pretty straightforward. Just swim through all the water rings before the timer runs out. Sounds simple, right? Yeah, until you actually try it. Especially those rings way up in the air. Suddenly, the game expects a 1-ton shark to jump with Olympic-level precision. Miss it by even a little bit and boom, hello, restart screen. It's kinda annoying, honestly. You miss one, jump, just one, and boom, restart the whole challenge. It's like the game is saying, try again, fish boy. But thankfully, we've got the shadow set. Its speed is absolutely insane, like the shark suddenly unlocked turbo mode. Every time I mess up a jump, the shadow set is just like, relax bro, I got you. And honestly, it really saves my sanity after failing the challenge. Again and again. I know you've been waiting for this. The final boss of the DLC, a Mosasaurus, and honestly, my first reaction was, hold up. Is this a Mosasaurus or a Mosasaurus fused with Godzilla? It looks like the government lab grabbed a real mosasaur, dumped radioactive soup on it, sprinkled some giant lizard DNA and said, yep, let's release it into the ocean and see who dies first. And the result was, the atomic Leviathan. Just like Pete, the Leviathan also has an armor bar, and you need to break that armor before you can deal any real damage. And you know what's hilarious? This giant beast can actually call reinforcements when things get rough. It's like, boys, get over here, I'm not dying alone. Then comes the wild truth. The military literally used us as an unofficial weapon to take down the Leviathan, a natural solution to dispose of their failed experiment. But hey, thanks to their brilliant, totally not insane plan, we get to face the strongest enemy in the entire game. And that's it, down goes the Leviathan. Radioactive sashimi unlocked. This DLC really knows how to end things. By throwing a boss at me that looks like Godzilla after 14 mutation patches. Look at this cutscene. It feels like I just saved the world, but no one knows, no one cares, and I'm still just a shark vibing and eating seafood with attitude. The government is like, experiment failed. Let nature clean it up. And I'm like, fine, I'll clean your mess. Again. If this isn't peak budget efficiency, I don't know what is. After defeating the Leviathan, you'd think the story is over, right? Nope. The game hits me with, go find the conspiracy fanboys. These questers are basically the people who believe the Earth is flat, vaccines have microchips, and Obama is a disguised lizard. They're wearing tinfoil hats, you know, those anti-government mind control signal protection devices. This is straight up a parody of real-world conspiracy communities. And of course, these dudes always stand in the weirdest places. On a random rock in the middle of the ocean, deep inside a forest where no sane person would go, in the corner of a military base they absolutely should not be in. I'm just like, bro, are you insane or are you filming a TikTok challenge? Finding all three feels like hunting down those YouTubers who sneak into restricted areas to film 24 hours surviving outside Area 51. But once you find them all, you unlock the final achievements, and that's your true 100% completion. And that's the full 100% of Maneater plus DLC from Baby Shark Chaos. Peak going Super Saiyan, all the way to a glowing Leviathan that looks like a rejected Godzilla prototype. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. I don't need sonar, but the YouTube algorithm does need you to find this channel. See you in the next hunt. I'm Gun, and now I'm off to find something that won't bite me for once. Peace.